this is how I repointed my house. So once I'd ground out the cement from between the bricks, about a centimetre in, so you can pack a good amount of mortar in there, I then use these three tools. So this, I'm sure, is a tool for plastering, but I found it really useful as something to put my mortar on. So you could hold it, I can hold it underneath and then put mortar on top. This is a trowel for scooping out of the bucket that I made my mortar in, scoop onto there, and then I'd use this tool, which I made myself, just to push the mortar, take a little bit of it, so kind of like pretend there's a blob of mortar on there, take a bit off and then press it into the gaps in the mortar like that, and then at an angle, so not so it was flat, so it was that way, so when the water runs down the wall it collects on the edge of the mortar there and then dries out. So that's the way I was taught anyway. So, and I made this tool from one of these trowels. So the ones that you buy are a lot longer. They're maybe that long. I don't know what this tool's called, and I found that was just going to be a little bit too difficult to use because I was an amateur at it. So what I did was I bought a trowel and then just cut along there with my grinder, cut along there and made one of these, and then just sanded over the edges, rounded the edge there and made myself a little pointing trowel. Probably called a pointing trowel, isn't it? But it was just an easy size to use. Anything longer than that I just found it a little bit difficult. So that's what I did. I think that's pretty straightforward. You could, instead of buying one of these, you could use a bit of wood with a bit of handle on, but I quite like the fact that it was shiny. So pretty straightforward, and I think everyone should have a go themselves because it saves you a fortune. If you're going to repoint a house, pay someone to do it, you get a good job. You're looking depending on the size of the house, you're looking at between £5,000 if you're really lucky, right the way up to 10 grand, and above depending on the size of the house. But anyway, I hope that makes sense, and I hope you're successful, and I hope you have a go.